Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine and I basically made a new channel called Smart Makeup, and it's basically going to encompass anything beauty related, haul related, skincare related, and health related, if I didn't say that already. So the first of my series is going to be featuring Lush, and if you guys don't know Lush, it's basically a paraben-free, animal cruelty, handmade cosmetic line that looks a lot like this. It's very simplistic, black plastic recycling packaging, and they're known for that kind of like overwhelming aroma that kind of hits you when you walk by the store at malls and such. So I'm not that great of a fan of their bath bombs and stuff, but I've recently tried out their skincare line and it works very well. So the first thing I have to show you is this one called Skin Drink, and it's basically a facial moisturizer. So there's nothing here that says it's a tinted moisturizer or that it works as a primer. However, I found that this products work quite well for those two aforementioned things. So I really like it as a primer because without it, when I use my regular moisturizer and primer, it doesn't work quite as well. I have to use more foundation. If I use this ahead of time, I use very little foundation and it gives me a very flawless coverage, which I like. So even though it doesn't swatch on as if there's any pigment, there might be a relation as to why my foundation goes on a lot more evenly even though I use a lot less. So that's what I've noticed about this. So more on to the product specifically. There's a slight herbally smell that I can't pinpoint the smell of, but there's sesame oil in here and a bunch of other oils that's probably giving it the overall earthy kind of leafy aroma, but it's nothing overwhelming. And if you have sensitive skin like I do, I didn't break out to this product, which is a great thing because I always break out to new products regardless of how fragrant free it is. I still break out because my skin is like, what are you doing to your skin? You're adding new stuff to it. But yeah, I like it, and even though there's a lot of oil, it doesn't come off as greasy. It's just the right moisture before greasy. It's very rich, if I have to pick a word for it. What else can I say? So as if you're not familiar with Lush products, Lush cosmetic line runs comparable to lower end of high price makeup lines. So this is the price line for Lush is very comparable to probably Sephora's house brand or a little bit higher. It's roughly around there. So this tub of 1.5 ounce is $23.95. And for most people it might be expensive. I know I'm a college student, so that's fairly expensive for me as well. But to be honest, you get quite a lot of amount, and for me, I do not use my products up very quickly for some strange reason. Even though I use things daily, it still lasts me quite a long time, and luckily enough, this product lasts over a year. So that's always a plus, because that's why I'm always hesitant with Lush products, because no matter how much I like a product, it always nips me in the butts for having such a short shelf life, and I end up having to throw it away if I'm too scared to use it on my face any longer. So that's that. This is $23.95 at Lush in California. So moving on, this is Let the Good Times Roll, and if you look online, it's very popular with this dry skin community. I don't know if it's been talked to about that much on YouTube or I guess media basis, but for the most part this is quite popular on blog sites that cater towards dry skin, which is actually where I found it. And this product is $14.50 if you buy the 3 ounce pre-packaged container, and this is the size that it basically looks like. They also sell it by the pound, and you just have to tell them how much you want and then they weigh it for you. So price per pound wise is $58, so it's quite pricey, but you have to remember this is very rich and dense and you do not need a lot. So this is how it looks like. It's kind of like like a bar of soap. It looks like a bar of soap, but if you actually rub it and take it out, it's very grainy, almost like Play-Doh or clay, because it's a little bit more grainy, but it's very moisturizing, and it's oily, kind of oily when you touch it as well. And what's in here is sesame oil, primrose oil, rosehip oil, avocado oil, and aloe vera, and various other ingredients. But for the most part, they're all organic. And what it is a dry cleanser or exfoliant that if you mix with a couple mils of water, it becomes this very great gritty consistency that you can lather all over your face or on your body as well. So I'm a true testimony if products are that versatile, because I cannot put sunscreen that's meant for your body on your face, or lotion, or any type of that type of versatility, or body wash or anything like that. I will break out instantly. So for me to be able to use this on my face and my body, that's pretty good. So for the most part, the only downside of this is, again, the price for 3 ounces is $14.50, which is not bad. However, the fact that the shelf life is only 2.5 months, and if you buy it not right when they're made, it's even less time to use it all up. So that's just something you need to be wary about, and it's definitely something I'm wary about, because even though it doesn't look that much, you usually don't use a lot when you actually mix it into a paste. So that's something to consider as well. So at some point, I'm just going to have to use it straight up as a body exfoliator, probably a lot more, and be more generous with how much I use, just to use it all up and according to the time. But yeah, so it smells wonderful. It smells like strawberry and cream. If I had to pick a generalized scent, it's slightly vanilla-y, kind of sweet, caramely, but not overwhelming at all. Like, it's not like Bath and Body Works what's that scent, warm sugar or brown sugar or something. I do not like that scent. This smells way better than that. But it's in the same family. If I had to pick kind of a vanilla-y, caramely smell, but it's not overwhelming. It's very light, and it smells delicious. That's pretty much it. Oh, another con that I have to say about this, besides the price point, is that because it's oil, a lot of it is oil, and you have some of the gritty texture in here, like cinnamon, to give it that exfoliant feel. When you add water, it takes a while for you to actually get all the gritty stuff off, because of all that oil residue that's still on your face that actually works as a moisturizer. So yeah, so this is perfect if you're lazy and you don't want to bust out your exfoliant, face exfoliant brush. You don't have to moisturize after this at all, and I have dry skin, so for me to say that or claim that about a product is quite amazing. So instead of having to take out my moisturizer and back it, was it Maracura oil and all that other face oils that I have, I can just use this and wash it off, and it'd be the perfect amount of moisture for my face if I'm feeling lazy that night. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all the dry skin stuff that I've tried at Lush. I know they have one called the Imperialis one, but that's not quite as moisturizing, so I just never give that a shot. And they have another cleanser that kind of unique, because you rub it on like butter and you don't wash it off. You just kind of get a damp towel and you wipe it off. But I'm not fond of something like that, just because it seems a little bit too gimmicky for me and too, I guess, different for me to actually be on board with. But who knows, I might jump on it later on. So far, my 2 favorite products from Lush for dry skin is probably these 2. You can probably check out some of their other lotions. I'm sure they're good as well. But skincare wise, these 2 are the best for my skin, at least. And if you're sensitive, don't worry about it. Maybe just get a sample size and test it out then. Other than that, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below, or if you have any particular brand you want me to try out, I can do that for you as well. Alright, have a nice day. Bye.